All right. Time to join another con. I'm sure it won't be a dumpster fire. You get it? It's a dumpster fire. This video meets the criteria of legal fair use of those YouTube's guidelines. No citation herein constitutes infringement under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. The following is satire and journalistic in nature. All images and media have been sourced from the public record, and special care has been taken to censor names, faces, specific locations, records, personal information of those featured to protect their privacy. Names of individuals mentioned in this video meet the criteria of public figures. Care has still been taken to keep any other information about these individuals private. The following is not an endorsement or condoning of harassment towards individuals featured in this video. Please behave yourselves.
Hi there.
Hi!
You're probably wondering how I got this tan. Well, let me tell you the story. It begins with a man by the name of Billy McFarland. Billy was a good boy. At 22, he had dreams of becoming a super wealthy entrepreneur, dropping out.
Are you just like having credit cards? Oh, yeah, credit cards. Look, we have credit cards. They're all turned off.
Of college to start a business called Magnesis. Over the years, he managed to network with some powerful people. One of them was Ja Rule. Translated from German, I believe it means, yes, rule.
Yes, rule!
Over drinks, he pitched an idea. Here's an accurate recreation of that event. Mr. Rule, he said, I have a brilliant idea.
Like, word, like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, this thing 2 hours fucking fish.
Precisely. Great minds think alike. It will be 2 weeks of absolute luxury in the Bahamas. Mr. Rule. Promotion began in late 2016. Fyre promised beaches, ladies, gourmet food, luxury villas. Hosted on a private island in the Bahamas called Fyre Cay, once owned by Pablo Escobar. VIP tickets up to $250,000. Swimming pigs. Blink 182. Major laser. A steel drum. Welcome to Fyre Festival. The best 2 damn weeks of your life. I bought my ticket immediately. The day arrives. About 5,000 people are making their way directly from Miami Airport, and there are huge delays to get to Fyre Cay. Although I shouldn't say Fyre Cay, because it doesn't exist. In the marketing, they referenced this island, which is actually Norman's Cay, run by George Jung, not Pablo, by the way. But that doesn't matter because we're not going there either. We're going to Great Exuma. Private island? Forget that. Population?
Why do they say it's a private island? Hey, we're going to be at this private island, except we're not. We're going to be over here.
7,000. In fact, we're basically in the parking lot of a sandals resort.
It's far away from me. Is that better?
In the end, only about 500 of us make it to the island. The remaining customers' flights are cancelled. You're about to see why. We're hauled onto a school bus and taken to the site, a gravel lot with a bunch of FEMA tents.
Oh, no!
Remember those promises of luxurious villas? Frank?
Oh, look at these luxurious tents. Oh, boy.
Enjoy your stay. And don't forget your complimentary cup of UNICEF
cool
rice.
Tents.
Turn this bus right around.
Once there, no one knows whose tent belongs to whom, so staff try getting everyone into a line. Then they
So it's just open whatever tent you want, just go get it. Only 3,000 a night to sleep, pure luxury, right on the beach of a not private island. Hi, Dee Dee! Hi!
abandon that idea and tell everyone it's a free-for-all.
Yep, there we go. Fight over it!
Expecting a party, this guy took all of his drugs on the flight over. He's the only one having any fun.
Yeah, let's party!
Everyone else is grumpy because it's been 5 hours and there's no food.
The people are just sitting around on the sand.
In lieu of food, staff decide to start handing out tons of free tequila. This only exacerbates problems.
That's
Once
not
the food does arrive,
helping.
It's just as delectable as promised, though. Gourmet craft single there. A few hours later, bags arrive on a shipping container. It was getting dark and there was...
Can we get on the shipping container to be shipped back? Can we go back on the shipping container?
no lighting.
So everybody's walking
I
around
would
with their
eat
cell
it.
phones trying to look for their luggage.
Plenty of people had their luggage stolen. But don't worry, if you have any valuables, the festival advertised top-notch security. Here it is. But no one told guests they had
lockers. And they're not that large. What do you put in that?
to provide their own lock.
What?
There are rumors of muggings by the locals.
I heard rumors of feral dogs.
A tent supposedly caught fire. The closest beach has a rampant shark problem.
Oh boy!
Staff don't have any uniforms or walkie-talkies, so no one knows who's in charge, and the people who are in charge can't talk to each other. Here's the bathroom. Many staff quit after only a couple of hours. For the few customers who were willing to just make the most of it and enjoy the music, they had some bad news too. All of the major musical acts pulled out.
Or do they just not have it planned at all? They forgot to send out messages to, you know, the bands. Say, hey. Oh yeah, no, they just canceled. Yeah, sorry, they couldn't make it. They went to the wrong island. Oh no, what a disaster.
In fact, Major Lazer wasn't even confirmed to go in the first place.
Yep, there we go. I was right.
Promoted as cashless, so all people had were these useless Disney bucks on their Fyre band, which meant they couldn't buy anything or catch a cab if they were stranded. And even with only 500 people, there are too few tents and beds.
Those mattresses are wrapped in plastic.
So everyone is just stealing each other's. And for any of you thinking you could
bed
just
for
escape
all.
with the sandals, bad luck. It's peak season and they are absolutely full. People are reaching out to the embassy for help. After a few hours, most people chose to go back to the airport, and the rest were forced back home when the Bahamian government stepped in. The festival was closed.
Good, I don't want to be here.
But the exodus from the island made its own problems. Guests spent hours dehydrated and hung over in a hot building.
No.
Why staff locked the door isn't entirely known.
They chained him in. They locked him in there. Then again, you know, I would be so mad if I paid so much money for this trip and then only got fed like a little ham sandwich and then drunk on tequila and stuff and just like, that's gotta be miserable. And now you're locked in a building with all the other people that feel the same way. No, thank you. I'll find a way
One girl
out.
fainted before they were finally reopened. Everyone gets home, and that was the end of it. Except for me. I was rescuing someone, helping them out, and I got lost in the woods.
That's a pretty area.
Anyway, back at home, the shitstorm on social media was just ramping up.
I suck.
The Reddit Fyre Festival was created, and it started documenting everything that went wrong at the event. People were circulating a fake tweet by Jar that the whole thing was a social experiment. Some wholesome festival memes there. And it quickly turned into a marketing case study of what not to do. In response, Fyre started serving cease and desist letters to stop people from saying mean things about them.
Oh no.
Mr. Rule released an official statement online, both apologizing and saying that
It's not your fault for lying to everyone and taking their money. Luxurious rooms. Now you get tents where you have to fight over your own beds. You have your luggage delivered straight to you. Yeah, sometimes it's not there. It came on a ship. Good luck finding it. Amazing food. Yeah, I got sand on my sandwich. Ha! Ha!
it's not his
What do you mean
fault.
it's not your fault?
Interestingly, he wasn't even on the island at the time. He was giving a concert in Chicago. Although, to their credit, they offer everyone a full refund. Or, you could always let it ride and opt in for tickets to 2008.
I love to support you all in creating something amazing, like this fire dumpster, this dumpster fire. No, give me my money. I'm not down for that adventure. Give me my money back.
Teens Fyre Festival.
I don't want to go on another adventure.
Next year's Fyre Festival. If they decide to go. Exactly.
Meanwhile, Billy is on full damage control. He claims that a storm came in the night before and changed all of the marketing into lies.
We got to a point that we were very excited about on Wednesday night with how the two sites looked, and we got hit by a big storm.
But the apologies
And then before they come, you should just cancel. Because now you have to deal with this.
weren't enough. A few days later, and the first lawsuit was served.
Attorney Ben Misalis doesn't think it's funny. He's filed a $100 million class action lawsuit against the organizers.
I love how they just, I know this is like a side thing. I love how when they do these little like voiceover things, they have to tell the person, okay, act like you're reading. And they have to just sit there like just for a minute and just pretend they're reading over a document. Are there any like letters on that? It's just blank pages.
Then another suit. Then 7 more. Then the feds got involved, claiming Billy had committed wire fraud. Serious charges with serious prison time. More on that later.
But did he work with it?
Right now, let's go into the history of Fyre Festival. The marketing was clever. To get the word out, they got in touch with about 400 influencers, Instagram celebrities, and they offered them VIP tickets or cash to promote the event. They even managed to get Kendall Jenner to post about it. Rumor has it she was paid $250,000 for this post. Their marketing worked though. The festival sold out. So how did it go so wrong? Let's start with the money. During the planning process, a consultant came in and said the festival would cost $50 million and require another year of organization.
They should have planned this 2 whole years out.
This is after they made all the promises, and they had nothing near that amount, so they started cutting expenses way back. Remember those luxury villas?
A lot.
They were going to cost $10 million alone, so they scrapped them. Now everyone gets a tent.
Yay!
Deposits for the bands? Nope. Food,
Look at this crap.
infrastructure, staff, all were cut back. But, you may ask, how did they have so little cash if they sold out?
Where'd the money go?
It's the price. It was way too low. Now wait a minute. Up to $250,000 a ticket is too low.
$250,000 a ticket! Totally worth it.
In fact, on social media, people were so
Look at this
merciless
crap.
and unsympathetic towards the guests because they thought it was a bunch of rich kids paying for tickets with a starting price of $12,000. And you can thank fake news for that assumption. You see that number repeated everywhere. But actually, very few were paying even close to that amount. The standard price was around $1,200. Which, if you think about 2 weeks in the Bahamas with practically all of your expenses taken care of, that's pretty bloody good. In fact, some tickets were as low as $500.
6 months ago, got together and got the early bird special for about $500. And this covered food, transportation, ticket, and somewhere to sleep.
How on earth were they
Wowzers, can't wait to be in torture!
gonna break even with that? They weren't. And
Didn't
on the
pay me
flip
to
side,
go.
there's no proof whatsoever that anyone purchased a $250,000 ticket. So basically, they're stuffed. Billy has to start taking tough short-term loans just to keep afloat. Which, by the way, is why they did the Fyre bans. It was to raise cash. It's reported that up to $2 million in Firebucks in-game currency was spent in the lead up to the event. But this wasn't even close to enough. Practically broke, and with the
Go for
event
$1.
only a few weeks away, the more experienced staff
What if they paid you $250,000 to go there for a week? Sign me up.
suggested postponing. But thanks to those short-term loans, he couldn't. So he insisted on going forward.
What's the interest rate?
Those staff tried to control the damage by telling celebrities and public figures not to go.
How was the Fyre Festival?
Dang.
So, Billy and Jar are in some serious trouble. But let's
Looks like he already
please
knows he's in trouble with
have
the smile.
one failed festival that has a sequel. Well, Billy is out on $300,000 bail. His assets were frozen as at May 18th. He dropped his expensive attorneys. He's selling his property in New York. He tried to sell Magnesis for $150,000.
Dang. Sounds like you weren't really prepared, and now you're facing the consequences of selling everything you own. Congratulations. I wouldn't even go if my life depended on it. True. If I had to fight over a mattress, I mean, how often do you get to do that, though? Never mind.
But it was cancelled for being
Well, for
fraudulent.
like a concert.
Massively
True.
in debt and with no
Concerts,
hope
I guess.
of paying it back. Fyre went into involuntary bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And that is the end of Fyre Festival.
Is there ever another one?
I'll keep you posted about whether Billy is going to jail. So long, Fyre Festival. You were
Salute.
too beautiful for this world.
Too amazing.
And as for me, well, it's time to go home.
How? Oh. There's coolers? We have a sale! 2 hours later. Oh. Well, don't make a boat out of coolers, I suppose, guys. This just ended like that? That's how it ends?